What's up, y'all? This is what's coming up next on the Green Acres YouTube channel. At this point on this stick is
better. Yeah, this one's strong.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back. So let's see, what have we been doing? Zach's he took some dozer parts to the machine shop. Those have been dropped off. We got that ready to go. And one thing that we haven't touched yet is our laser level for grade levels. And basically what we're gonna do is, we told you guys before, we were just kind of figuring out what we were doing here, and we were just testing ourselves, putting stuff together, testing ourselves to see how close we can get it. Well, now we're checking the actual grade. And as you can see, we've got a grade level out, and we're basically learning how to use it. Just like everything else we're doing here, we're learning how to use everything. So let's check that out. All right, guys, so here's what we're using. We're using this Milwaukee deal. I don't know nothing about these things, but had pretty good reviews online, so this is what we ended up with. And what I'm gonna show you guys, what we found is that, so these are all arbitrary numbers. When you're just sitting here looking at these, they don't mean anything. It's just you're gonna compare one side of this to the other. And in doing that, so this thing is, at this point on this stick is where it's at grade for this side of the form. So we're going to take this over here and we're going to look at what the other side is, and it'll give you guys an idea of how level this is with the earth, how level it is from side to side. So we already know, because we've looked at this, that I know this form looks like it's really high off the ground compared to that guy over there. The reason why it looks like that is because this is at a slope downward from that end to us. The ground actually goes down. And you guys saw us pushing dirt this way, trying to level this out. And we had no idea how level it really was when we were working on it. But now you're gonna see exactly how unlevel this ground is, because when Zach gets this thing to actually match up, Zach, just put it back where it was, right, and lift it up so they can see. It'll be a lot easier for them. So there's our difference. This form is approximately that height off. So this form would have to go up to the bottom of that grade stake to make it level like this with that side. So what that tells me is that we're taking these form boards down because this was all just a test. What we're gonna do is we're gonna push some more of this dirt from over here on this end. We're gonna shove some more of this stuff this way, pushing this down, building this up. So then when the earth is more level, then we'll check, once we get this done, we'll put this back together and we'll just check it right on the dirt. And then we'll know that when we spread the rock down here, we'll come back, we put our form right on the rock, and we'll be very close at that point. And I know that you guys that are watching this, that know what you're doing, this seems very redundant. We just keep doing the same thing over and over and over. And the reason why we're doing that is because we keep going through the motions over and over to teach ourselves right from wrong. And I know it would take a normal person about an hour to put all this up after it was graded and you had the rock in. But at this point, we're just doing it for an education. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull all this stuff down, move it out of the way. We'll probably, I don't know, maybe move it way over there. And then we're gonna, since the dozer's apart, we'll bring the Mini X in and we'll use that blade and we'll just kind of scrape some of this dirt over a little bit. I mean, or we could grab some of this dirt here and we could just scoop it in here and build this side up and then level it down. We might do a little bit of both. But we're definitely going to take some of this because this needs to go down. So we'll just probably push some of this over here. So let's get to that.
There you go.
You good?
Yep. You good?
Yep. Cool. All right, Zach, let's go there. Oh, that's much better.
Yeah, this one's strong.
Zach, get this one right here, and then leave the rest of them little ones in there, and we'll just pack over top of them. All right, guys. Zach's getting some dirt. We're filling in a couple of holes we've got. To me, it looks like it's really high over here and really low over here, but according to this, it's really close. So we're gonna pull some of this dirt around a little bit and see if we can get this thing leveled out a little bit. And then we've got to compact this a little bit, and we'll see how that goes. Not today. We're not doing that today, but we're going to get some of this stuff filled and moved around and see how we do. All right, y'all. We've been, as you've seen, we've been moving stuff around. We got the grade laser back out, and Zach is kind of going along and checking what we got. So, Zach, what we got?
Oh, that's our number right there.
All right, so that's our level. We're using that as the level point, and then we're gonna check everything else off of that point. So Zach's gonna go along, hit a couple spots, and we're gonna see kind of how far this is off.
It's got to go down about an inch right here.
All right, well, and none of this stuff is flat. We could go in here and kind of drag this and smooth it all out real good and figure out exactly where we were at, but honestly, we're not that worried about it, so.
Oh, yeah. There it goes.
Oh, that's like almost perfect.
That's almost perfect.
Yep.
Yep, make the stick level and...
Yeah, that's really close.
Yep. Oh, that's beautiful.
Mm-hmm. So if this laser is looking into the sun, like
it's really hard.
Sun's right there, it's hard for this thing to read it sometimes. I mean, you can't even, from over here, you can't even hardly see the laser on the grade stick at all. But if you take it over there where the sun is, like if you were looking on this side of it, where the sun is not directly showing, it seems to see it. So
that about...
there's a 2-3 inches right there.
Yep.
Okay. So you guys saw what just happened. He had to raise that up to get it to the same grade as that side. So what that means is that side's got to come down and this side's got to come up. If you were doing it that way, you'd lower that side 1.5 inches and you'd raise this side 1.5 inches, and then it would be perfect.
Same thing about right here. It's about...
Yep, a couple inches, 2-3 inches probably.
Right there.
That's probably 3 or 4 inches.
Yep. That's about how high that spot needs to come up.
But I'm not even sure where the edge of this was.
No, I'm not either.
Where was the edge? I mean, this right here probably has to come down.
Well, let's see.
Sounds like it was pretty close right there.
It's got to come down.
But it's beeping like it's close.
It's got to come down only about 1/2 inch or so.
Yeah. So what we're trying to do, I mean, we don't know how we're going to plan it. We might get something and start dragging this, and we may say, we'll start dragging it there, drag it, and then go all the way around, start right there again, drag it this way, and so that side is definitely a little bit higher than this side. This corner seems to be the low point right here.
Yeah.
But all we got to do is just drag a little dirt around. We're so close that I think what we're going to do is we're going to go back and start compacting this stuff down and kind of see where we're at. And I might even have some rock brought in here this week. We'll get some rock in here, spread it out, and we'll compact that. And that's when the real work starts. Like, we're just seeing how close we are. But once you get the rock in, you want that pretty close. So when you put the form boards on top of the rock, it's actually like you don't have any real huge gaps where the concrete's going to slide up underneath the form board or something. So, but that's easy enough. Just throw a little bit more rock in there if it does. No big deal. So yeah. So we're probably going to our next day. How close are you there, Zach?
Oh, we're only about let me get my stick level. We're only about 1/2 inch off there as well.
Yeah, we got kind of lucky here. I don't really know what happened. I think we just pushed the right stuff around and got lucky because once we started looking at this and we're like, okay, that's not right. We came back in, moved some stuff around. I know we're not that good. I think we just got a little lucky. But hey, I'll take luck.
Beginner's luck is...
Listen, we've had very little beginner's luck. Listen, we'll take it.
Yeah,
we'll take it.
It's a win.
So we'll figure out how we're going to level this out a little bit better as far as the lumpiness of it. And then we'll get out here and we'll start compacting and we'll see how we end up. And I'm going to start, I'm going to find somebody that can bring some rock out here. That's because once we get this stuff compacted, I'd like to have somebody roll right up in here. And basically what I'd like to have them do is back in here
Dump the rock.
start dumping rock right here on the end and drive it up and just dump us a big pile here, and then we'll take the excavator and we'll kind of scooch it around a little bit, and then that'll be a whole different scenario for us, doing more stuff we don't know what we're doing, no business doing it, but here we are. All right, guys, so this is going to be it for today. We'll catch back up here in a day or so with the next part of this project, and yeah, we'll see you guys in a day or two. Have a great night.